I feel excited. Obviously, I wish me and Nayon could reconcile the last time that we were in the ring together. But Soberano Jr. is a great opponent, and I'm glad to be. Soberano Jr. has been out for a long time, but I'm just glad to get in there with him. He's such a enigma. He has such charisma, such great energy. So I can't wait to get in there mano y mano with Soberano. The strategy is pretty much the same. The strategy, the end goal is always just to win. And I know Soberano Jr. is not much of a good guy over there in Arena, Mexico. So I'm going to prey on that fact. And I want to have a little bit slightly different approach because he's a little bit taller. I know he's a little bit more experienced. So he may be a little bit a step slower than Naon. So I may have to use my speed to my advantage against Soberano as opposed to Naon, who's part of the Sky team and is so fast, lightning speed. I may have to use my speed against Soberano to get the upper hand. It is absolutely amazing. I love the atmosphere of Arena Mexico. I love the energy that the people bring throughout the whole environment, throughout the whole match. I love everything about Mexico. I love everything about CMLL, the history, the culture. And when I get to come and perform for CMLL and in Mexico, I get to tap into a whole different energy of the Jet, and I get to show, a different side of myself. I know I come in there, I'm not very liked. I know I'm not the hometown favorite. So, and I embrace that energy. Being in America, I'm more of a technical, more of a good guy. But then when I come to Mexico, I know I'm vilified or the rudo. So I just love that energy that the arena gives me, and I just take it all out against my opponent. As soon as the Jets music hits in Arena Mexico, as soon as I walk down those steps, as soon as I walk down the runway, as soon as I step in the ring, Soberano has competition that he, doesn't see on a daily basis. So I think, with that being said, if I'm taking some of the ladies away from Soberano, he might feel a certain type of way. So, and I'm going to prey on that fact, and I'm going to exploit that fact. And I'm just going to, I understand that it attacks his ego, that he's not the he's not the best looking one in the room. Once the Jet steps in there, Soberano is kind of like a notch down or two. So I think that hurts his ego a little bit, and he wants to try to take that frustration out on me. But I'm gonna do him just how the red cape and the bull. I'm gonna let him get angry and ole him, as they say, and just use that to my advantage. But the Jet doesn't have to do too much to get the ladies. I show up with the jacket, the glasses, and everything. So I'm gonna just go out there and be me like I always do. Expect a lot of machismo in that ring. You can expect a lot of ego, a lot of mental chess, a mental battle between the two of us because Soberano's an alpha, just as I'm an alpha. And just how I said to the last question, the ladies love Soberano, but the ladies also love the Jet. So with that being said, Soberano's ego might be a little bit hurt when I step in the building as him. And me getting the win over Soberano last time I was in Arena Mexico, he may still feel a certain way about the Jet. So I think I got Soberano's number. So I know he's a heel, but I'm coming in, with a little bit more aggression on me, a little bit more of a chip on my shoulder. So I think I'm gonna show that aggression and just keep my momentum going. And so Soberano Jr. is just exactly why I'm the one they look up to. Of course, I want to fight all of CMLL. To be honest, I love coming to Arena Mexico, so I want to fight Neon all the way down to Kiminoto. You know what I mean? I want to fight everybody. Everybody is so talented, and I definitely got to get the mano y mano against whether it's Neon again, Mascara Dorada, Mystico, Atlantis Jr. All of the top luchadors are all very much. I just want to represent for not only America but for AEW, New Japan, and just show that I've been all over the world. I've been all over the world when it comes to this wrestling thing. So I just want to prove that I can go with the best luchadors of the world. it doesn't matter what championship it is. The Jet is looking for gold, whether it's for the next couple of weeks at the end of 2025 or for all of 2026, whether it's with Jet Speed or just myself included. So whether it's the middleweight, the heavyweight, whatever other championship, the tag team, the Jet is looking for it. Anybody that is a champion definitely should be on the lookout for the Jet because I'm hungry. I'm hungry, not just for AEW gold, but for CMLL gold as well as New Japan gold. So anybody that has that around their waist, beware, beware. Simply put, the Jet is made for this. At any point in time, any day of the week, Sunday to Sunday, Domingo to Domingo, the Jet is ready for any opponent, whether it's Soberano, Neon, my own partner, Speedball, Mike Bailey, um, anybody that steps in the ring with the Jet. The Jet has a strategy, and the strategy is to win. Now, whether that happens is up in the air. You know what I mean? The Jet is very understanding that somebody may have a better day that day. They may have better sleep that morning. But I'll never make an excuse for why somebody may have had the upper hand and may have prepared a little bit better. But I'm always in the gym. I'm always training and getting better. I sacrifice a lot of sleep. So I can stay ahead of the game. So a lot of dedication. The Jet was made for this, and obviously gold looks good on your boys. So I got to do whatever it takes to keep the gold on me. So I'm on a quest for it. So the more gold, the better. Ooh, what do I learn about luchadors in the arena? The atmosphere arena, Mexico. Well, I started my journey on the Indies in the States, and then I got to spend a lot of time in Japan and got to make my way to Arena Mexico, and now I'm spending time in the UK. And the energy in Arena Mexico is absolutely unmatched. So I look forward to coming out there each and every single time because I know that the people are going to make the environment just so much more elevated, and the energy that they show the Jet, I'm going to give it right back to them. So honestly, Arena Mexico is my favorite place to perform. So anytime I get booked on a show, it's a treat for me, and I know I'm going to give that treat right back to the people. And what I learned about luchadors love to have fun in and outside of the ring, and we relate to the Jet. I may speak un poquito español, but I can understand the luchadors very much, and they can understand me. And I think that's why we have such great chemistry, and that's why they love working with me, and that's why I love working with them. We're very similar in many different ways. I would love to make a tag team with my opponent this upcoming Friday, Soberano Jr. I feel like we have a lot in common. We both want to be the best. The ladies love us. We both love the ladies, and I think we would make a lot of new fans if we work together. So, no hard feelings coming into this match with Soberano. But if he ever wants to team up, if he's ever looking for a partner, I think the Jet is a great accomplice. I would need some time to think about a name for us. But I think we will be a great tag team. Great tag team. I think it's gonna be a great show because it has a mix of everything that you want out of pro wrestling. You have the heavyweights going at it with Claudio and Ultimo Guerrero. I think it's going to be so much high flying between Mascara Dorada and Speedball Mike Bailey. I'm going to be in the back watching that one myself, not only because it's going to be a great match, but hey, Mascara Dorada got some gold on him, and the Jet is always looking for gold. So, I may be a next challenger or something for that, and I would love to mix it up with whether Mascara Dorada comes out champion or Speedball again. I think that would be an amazing sight to see. And also Soberano and myself are going to put on a spectacle. And the other matches, I'm sure, are always amazing to watch. I think CMLL has some of the best wrestling, some of the best lucha libre, some of the best sports entertainment, however you want to refer to it. It has some of the best presentation in the world. And it's not only a treat for the people in the crowd, but for wrestlers like me, just to experience it backstage and just to watch it as a performer. It is a amazing time always. So I think this Friday, I don't know if it's sold out yet. If it's not sold out, you guys should definitely get your tickets because the show is going to be amazing top to bottom. Oof. I'm back. so fast because I know they miss me. I know Arena Mexico missed the Jet, so I had to get back on the show. I had to make another appearance, come back and get some more tacos and tortas, and see all the beautiful mamacitas in the crowd. But just come to expect a great show and nothing less. And the Jet is gonna keep popping up. This won't be the last time you guys see me. And no, I can't wait to put on a great show for you guys.